Sometimes the most powerful stories don't come from celebrities. They come from ordinary people. People who have faced struggles, pain, and challenges that almost broke them. But somehow they found the strength to keep going. Today on Amavoice Podcast Studio, we are sitting with someone who has experienced exactly that. A real story, a real journey, a real lesson. Welcome back to Amavoice Podcast Studio, the podcast where real people share real stories and life lessons. Today I'm joined by a special guest, someone whose journey reminds us that struggle is not the end of the story. Please welcome Mr. Timothy. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little about yourself. Where did your journey begin?
Well, I grew up in a small town in a family of 5. My parents worked hard when they were the first to go to college, and that's inspiring.
What was life like growing up?
It was a simple life, but very happy. We made the most of what we had.
And what dreams did you have at that time?
To make a difference.
Did you ever imagine life would take the path it did?
Not at all. I had a very different vision for my career and life.
Everyone has a moment where life becomes very difficult. Can you tell us about the hardest moments in your life?
Yes, of course. It was during the pandemic. I lost my job and felt completely lost and hopeless.
What was going through your mind during that time?
I was overwhelmed, but I knew I had to keep pushing forward.
Did you ever feel like giving up?
Yes, but I reminded myself why I started.
Who supported you during that difficult period?
It was my family and close friends, really. They were my rock, checking in, offering support. I couldn't have made it without them.
What moment changed everything for you? Was there a specific decision or realization that helped you move forward?
Yes, there was a pivotal moment. I realized I had to stop waiting and take action, which shifted my entire perspective.
What did you learn about yourself during that time?
I learned how resilient I truly am. Facing those challenges revealed strengths I never knew I had.
And how has that changed you moving forward?
It's made me more confident.
What kept you going when things felt impossible?
My family's support and my inner drive to succeed kept me pushing forward. I reminded myself that tough times are temporary and focused on my goals.
That's powerful. What advice would you give someone going through a difficult time right now?
First, acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to not be okay. Then, reach out to someone you trust. Sharing your burden can be the first step towards healing.
That's great advice. What mindset helped you survive your struggles?
It was a mindset that every challenge was temporary and an opportunity to grow stronger. That belief kept me moving forward, no matter how tough it got.
If you could speak to your younger self, what would you tell them?
I would tell him to cherish his family more, to not be so afraid of failure, to follow his dreams.
That's beautiful. What message would you like to share with the audience listening to this podcast today?
Thank you for having me. The key message is that consistency and perseverance and having a supportive community is essential.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. Stories like this remind us that every struggle has a lesson and every setback has the possibility of a comeback.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
To everyone watching, if this conversation inspired you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And don't forget to subscribe to Amavoice Podcast Studio, because here, every voice matters. See you in the next episode.
Thank you. It was a pleasure being here.
The pleasure was ours.